Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I am going around the charity shops. This is the only day I'm picking, and it's not even for me. I'm doing this for my son. If you've seen a few videos before, I've gone out with my son. He's spent his own money around the charity shops and he's done quite well. At the moment, he's got a couple of things that haven't sold yet, but all the other things are sold, and he's got around about £85. So he's at school, and I've decided, he's agreed to it, so it's all right, I'm not nicking his money. He's agreed to it that I go picking for him for one day around charity shops with his £85, because he wants to get that Infinity Gauntlet. He's obsessed with it. Not the Iron Man one, the Thanos one, and I don't think you can buy them brand new anymore. And if I'm gonna let him buy one of them with his money, I want him to get a really good one if it's second hand, you know, one that's hardly been used. So I don't want him to get disheartened by finding one that's all bashed. So I'm gonna go around one of my local areas picking, see what there is, and I'll take you around with me, and then hopefully I can get as much money as possible for him. But to give me a boost, hit the like button, support the channel if you're new, and let's get out and see what we can find today. So just found this Coutinho official. It's £4. Got the little, should get about 20. What's this? C&A trench coat, green. So I put the signed Coutinho back. I just wasn't feeling it. I just felt like it was an official Liverpool one from a stadium, but just something about it. I just thought, well, £4, probably going to get about 20 quid for it, but it's going to take a while to get rid of. I really wanted that Monopoly, the Marvel one, just because it's just Marvel, but the you're getting about 16 quid back. If it was sealed, you're looking at £44. So if you can see a sealed one of them, get it. Size 12. Let's have that. Pure wool. Creative Edge, 100% silk, fibre. Oh look, still there. So big. So as you might have just seen, I have probably picked up one of the best buys I have ever picked up. Warhammer is massive. If you don't know what Warhammer is, you need to start researching it. It is massive, huge following. I actually used to do Warhammer back in the day when I was younger, in my teens. Not for the game, I hadn't got a clue how you play the game, but I used to like paint the figures. I think something like, it was like some like marine troopers with like helmets on, look a bit like Halo. Yeah, and they're expensive then. They was like, you're looking at least 10 to 20 quid per figure. If they're metal ones as well, they're even worth more, and I had metal ones. In that box, it looks like some have been painted, but not all of them. There was a lot of ones that have not been painted, still in the actual plastic thing where they're not being clicked off. Some have been separated. Got the instructions, got the dice in there. Also, there looks like another case where it's got like some sort of goblins, but they're metal ones, so that might be just another part they've bought for it. It's got paints in there. One has been sold for like over 250 quid. So there's no reason why I can't sell it for around that, because I've got obviously got the paints, probably got that goblin set. Sell it as a whole package. I mean, my son's gonna not get the Infinity gun. I think he could get a custom made one, the amount of stuff I've picked up so far. Silk shirt worth about 30 to 40 quid, paid a fiver. That Harrods coat, who picks up Harrods coats? I didn't even know Harrods made coats. Yeah, pure quality. This is the shop that basically had that top in, which was worth 25 quid. And that's what I don't get about charity shops. You've got a pure wool Harrods coat, which coats are worth more anyway, for £20, no, £15, sorry. And then they still got that top in. Did you see it? They still are trying to sell that Lacoste polo for £25. It's mad. We all know that Harrods is expensive. You don't even need to be a Harrods fanatic or a pro or anything about Harrods. We know anything in Harrods is expensive, no matter what. I mean, you don't even have to pay to have a poo in Harrods, so it's it's expensive. But yeah, them are the coats probably going to be worth about 60 to 70. I've got to do a bit more research. Pure wool. Like the silk shirt is going to be around 30 to 40, and obviously the warhammer is going to be worth a couple of £100 easy. You saw me pick up some Crocs. My son's the Croc master. He can pick up Crocs every time. He sees them from a mile away. So it just fits this whole video that I picked up some Crocs, some sandal ones. They're pretty good ones as well, because obviously they got the Crocs writing on the side and everything. So they're usually better ones than the bog standard ones. So I'm probably looking about 20 quid for them, and are really in good condition after a clean up. The next charity shop is really good. And usually this one is where I find really good toys. They usually have really good clothes as well. Dickies, boots, Henny Layton, no. Oh my god, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. Monster Jam. Probably about 10 quid. 50p. So, picked up these Gore-Tex Hotter shoes, brand new. Looking about 30 quid. So I'm back home. It's a bit later now. I've just done a bit of research, taking a few pictures of the stuff, because this is all my son's stuff. Why did I do it for my son? And it's been a good day of picking. Gonna go through the clothes first, and this is just beautiful. A Harrods woman's trench coat. It's a size 12. That's why I know it's a woman's. It is lovely. I mean, it is a real one as well. Checked it out. All the tags, they're all legit. It is mint condition. I paid £15 for this. Obviously, you knew I paid £15 for it. But yeah, comps are all over the place, but nothing's under 50 quid. I'm going to put this on for about 70 because of the quality. It's absolute mint condition. Next is another quality item, and it's my first ever barbour item, and it's not a coat. This is beautiful. It feels so nice. It's a woman's size 14, so a really nice size, and I do feel like it is very Christmassy. It is beautiful. It's got like cut ends at the end. Let me know what you call them before I put in the description. But yeah, it's got all the tags. It's 30% wool. It's got 5% cashmere, poly made, whatever that is. Yeah, but it's absolutely beautiful. And then I found a vintage like silk shirt. I don't know what effect you would say that is, but it's absolutely beautiful. Never heard of this make. Creative Edge, and it is 100% silk. I've looked at some of the comps. They seem to be going for being 30 and 40. It is a vintage top, so a large as well. Nice colours. Might wear this for the meet on Saturday. I don't know. It's not my sort of thing, but it is pretty cool. Next is this, and this is something I do know about. I used to do downhill mountain biking, and this was the gear I always picked up. Also, I know when I saw this, it was quite old because of Steve Pete. He was a downhill mountain biker when I was racing, and yeah, it's 2007 Fox racing helmet, £170 brand new. Looking about 50 quid on that. Next, I picked up 2 pairs of trainers, both 10 quid each, but the reason I picked them up is because they are absolutely spotless. They're not new, but they are like new. So I'm going to sell them as new. Nothing wrong with them at all. Both size 8s, so it should be okay, but both variations. These seem to be selling quite easily for £39.99, so yeah, 40 quid each. Paid a tenner for both of these. The cheapest item of the day was this. I still have got one of these I haven't sold for. People always pick these up. I always see people picking them up, you know, on videos, especially Master of Pieces. I haven't sold my other one. This is a monster truck, monster jam. It's the Rottweiler one. Thought it was pretty cool for 50p. They're worth about 8 quid. I have seen some go for like 20 quid, but I don't know how much this one. I couldn't find this one at all. Gonna put it on like Vinted for a tenner, maybe put it on eBay for 15 quid, but for 50p, you know, it's worth it. Also, I picked up these. You know me and my Crocs. I've never seen these ones before. They're like Croc sandals, and I always say when you pick up Crocs, you get the basic ones, but if you get ones with the line and the Crocs writing on them, the means are usually a little bit better than the bog standard ones. So I'm going to put them on for 15 quid. They should sell. They're really good condition. Next, when I saw my mate who was in there, even though he was supposed to be in Natwich, he picked up all the good stuff, but he left these. He didn't want these, but I thought they are nice because they're brand new. There's nothing wrong with them. They are brand new. There's a bit of scuffing now, so I can't really sell them as brand new. So I'm going to sell them as new. Maybe just say them as never worn. Just been, looks like they've been stored away and just got scuffed once. But these are worth about 30 quid, and I paid like 7 quid for them. One of my first ever full Build-A-Bear teddies, and this is obviously the Hulk Build-A-Bear. If you find one of these, pick it up straight away. The costume alone is worth 10 quid. The bear by itself is worth 15 quid. Altogether, which you can't really find many of them altogether, you're looking at about 25, maybe 30 quid. So I paid £1.50 for that. Absolute bargain. By the way, I picked up that as well for £1.50. That and the bear was both at my son's like charity shop around the corner from when I pick him up. I always pick up really loads of cool stuff. That's where I picked up Robot up, picked up the Sonic, loads of cool stuff. Next, I picked up this. Reason I picked up this is I always pick up puzzles which are over 1,000 pieces and sealed. This I picked up because it's Angel. Angel was around, you know, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and the date on this is 2001. I've done a little bit of research. Can't find this one, but Angel was very, very popular as well. Buffy ones sealed go for around £30, so there's no reason why I can't sell that for £30. Paid £3. Now, the last item. This is the item where you've seen on the thumbnail, you saw me pick up, and I got very, very excited. I paid £8 for this. I knew what it was straight away. Warhammer is very, very, very popular. I mean, extremely popular. I used to collect Warhammers and paint them, and I knew how much there was when I was a kid. You're looking at about £10, £20 per like little finger, and you're looking about that big. The metal ones are more expensive than the plastic ones, but I've never seen a set like this. Is a game, and you got loads of figures, and you paint them and everything. and I opened it up hoping it wouldn't be absolutely mint condition. It isn't, unfortunately, but it's still good enough to sell. I've got lots of ones that have not even been touched, lots, and I think there is actually more than there was actually meant to be in here. Big figures. These things alone can sell for about £3-4 each. People actually sell these painted as well for like £20. Also, this is not part of it. This sealed is worth £100. There's one missing, but still worth about 50 quid. Got the rule books and whatever that is. Also paints, and these probably are ones that are from there, but they are all separate. Some of them have not been touched. They're just the black ones, so they might not even be part of that. They probably are part of it. There has been ones that have been painted, so that is actually, oh, that is actually the one missing. So that is the dwarf's missing, because I can feel the weight of it. As you can see, somebody bought this years ago and decided to try it out, but you've got to have some skill. I can't even focus in. You've got to really have some skill to paint this. I gave up as well. It's really hard. Full lot of dice. Paints, they're pretty much empty, but I'm going to chuck them in with it, you know, and just tell them the paints. Some of them, like that one's got some in. The blood one's got some in. Don't know what that thing is, but there is plenty here. I have seen lots of comps for this, you know, selling parts, selling figures, selling bits and bobs, and they sell for a lot. This has been sold. I think I put the comp on before, but I'll put it on again. Somebody has sold one similar to this, didn't know if all the pieces there, he thought they are because he didn't know it wasn't his, and he sold it for £250. So I'm going to put this on for £250 because of the extra bits in there as well, and I think there's actually more bits than actual what's in there, so it's well worth £250 because this was done in 2004, so you're almost looking at 20 years old. To get these pieces, you probably can't get these pieces. To a warhammer collector, they are valuable pieces. They are collector's items. They will go crazy. I could probably sell these separately for even more, but I'm just going to get rid of it like this. Obviously, this is all for my son. So my son is going to be loaded by the end of the time he sold any of this. I spent a total of about £75. So my son got a bit of change back in his piggy bank. The value worth of all this stuff I bought today is worth about £638. Yes, £638. Obviously, when it sells on eBay, the fees and that have to come off it. But yeah, my son's looking easily £600, maybe a little bit less, depending on stuff, you know, if it doesn't sell or not. But yeah, he's going to be a very rich 8-year-old boy, and he's definitely going to get the Infinity Gun. And now, I mean, he could probably buy 4 of them. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video, just for my torture, because I wish I'd have got this stuff from myself. But you know what? I spent his money. I said I'll do it, and it was just the way it happened. Next week I could go out and I could not find anything. The week after probably will find them. And that's what reselling is. Some days you can find loads, other days you just find nothing. But hope you enjoyed this. Obviously, if you did, give me a thumbs up. And remember, if you are new, subscribe, and I will see you next time with a video. And it might be either a video about the meetup in Essex, or a car boot around that, because there's 3 car boots. But you'll have to obviously tune in and find out what it is next time. Anyway, see you later. Goodbye.